Today we will discuss local anesthetics, and for that we should know what is mean by pain. Local anesthetics means it will going to inhibit the sensory pain pathways. So for that we should know what is mean by pain. So the WHO definition of pain, it is the discomfort and unpleasant sensory and emotional experience. Discomfort and unpleasant sensory and emotional experience which is associated with actual or potential tissue damage or described in terms of such damage. Right? What is pain? It's a discomfort and unpleasant experience associated with the actual or potential tissue damage or whatever we described in terms of such damage, that is called as pain. Now what is mean by the pain threshold? Pain threshold, now I will give an example. If you are a physician and अगर आपके क्लिनिक में या फिर हॉस्पिटल में दो पेशेंट है, वन इज विथ मल्टीपल फ्रैक्चर्स, उसके बॉडी में मल्टीपल फ्रैक्चर्स हैं जो कि शांत बैठा हुआ है, और एक पेशेंट है जिसको एक कांटा चुभा है, सिंपल कांटा चुभा है और वो चिल्ला रहा है, रो रहा है, उसको दर्द हो रहा है. Right? So from this experience or from this scenario we can say that there is a difference in their pain threshold, pain bearing capacity. Pain bearing capacity means that multiple fracture patient is sitting quietly without doing halla and all, but that जिसको कांटा चुभा है वो एंशियस है, रो रहा है, चिल्ला रहा है एंड ऑल. सो पेन थ्रेशोल्ड, द इंटेंसिटी ऑफ पेन दैट विच वी कैन बेयर, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज पेन थ्रेशोल्ड. नाउ द एडवांटेजेस एंड डिसएडवांटेजेस ऑफ पेन. Advantage is that what is advantage of pain? Advantage of pain means there is something wrong somewhere in your body. If there is somewhere pain, it will indicate that there is something wrong in your body. You have to do something for that. And disadvantage of pain, it's a discomfort and unpleasant sensation that you have to inhibit the pain. In acute appendicitis, there is a severe pain, and because of that it induces vomiting. So there is a detrimental effects of the pain or harmful effects of the pain. Now what is mean by analgesia? Analgesia, an agent which produces diminished sensation to pain without loss of consciousness. Right? It will diminish the sensation to pain without loss of consciousness, that we call it as a analgesia. Now here you can see the pain pathway. Will say if there is a trauma or inflammation somewhere in the body part, there is a trauma or inflammation, there is a activation of the peripheral nociceptors. Here you can see there is a activation of the peripheral nociceptors, and these peripheral nociceptors, they will send impulses to the spinal cord through the peripheral sensory nerves. Whenever there is some trauma or inflammation, peripheral nociceptors get activated and it send impulses to the spinal cord through the peripheral sensory nerve. From the spinal cord, through the spinothalamic tract or ascending pain pathway, it reaches to the brain, and then you will understand that there is something wrong somewhere in the body. And then through the descending control pathways, it sends impulses to the spinal cord, and there is a motor reflex. Means if there is some itching or if there is some pain, we'll do something on that, na? So for that, this is the pathway, pain pathway, in simple words. Means these are the various targets for the various drugs. Local anesthetics will going to act on the peripheral nociceptors, right? Anti-inflammatory agents. These local anesthetics, they will particularly act on the peripheral sensory nerves. This is what is important. Opioids and alpha 2 agonists will going to act on the brain and spinal cord, but local anesthetics will act on the peripheral sensory nerves. Now, what is meant by anesthesia? Anesthesia is a Greek word that is called as the without sensation. Anesthesia is a Greek word that is called as the without sensation. It is a state of controlled temporary loss of sensation or awareness that is induced for the medical purpose. And it includes the analgesia, it includes the muscular paralysis, or it will relaxes your muscle relaxation. There is amnesia or loss of memory, and there is a loss of consciousness. So these are the four main things that occurred in anesthesia. First is the analgesia, starts with analgesia. Then there is a muscle relaxation. Then there is a loss of memory or amnesia and loss of consciousness. Broadly, this anesthesia is further classified into general anesthesia and local anesthesia. And in this session, we will concentrate on the local anesthetics. So local anesthetics are the drugs when applied topically or through local injection, it causes reversible loss of sensory perception. What happens when we apply topically or give local injection? It causes reversible loss of sensory perception, especially pain, in a restricted region of the body. That is important. Local anesthetics are the drugs when applied topically. You can apply topically or by giving local injection. It causes reversible loss of sensory perception, especially of pain, in a restricted region of the body. That means if you want to remove your tooth, means tooth extraction, if there is a need of sutures on the scalp, on that particular area, so we have to give the local anesthetics, we have to give the local anesthesia. That means in that particular restricted region of the body. So what does it do? It blocks the generation and conduction of the nerve impulse. When applied to the mixed nerve, mixed means sensory and motor, mixed nerve, it will cause muscular paralysis and loss of autonomic control. And there is a transmission of the nerve impulse. How the nerve impulse will get transmitted? Here the parts of the neuron you can see. There are the axon. The straight part is called axon. These are the dendrites. This is the node of Ranvier. Here you can see. This is the myelin sheath, Schwann cells, axon terminal, nucleus, cell body. These are the different parts of the neuron. A stimulus initiates the nerve impulse. Stimulus in the form of pain, pressure, touch, temperature. These are the stimulus which will initiate the nerve impulse. For a nerve impulse to be generated in a neuron, there needs to be a threshold or electrical activity to be reached. That is called as the depolarization. The wave of depolarization or nerve stimulus initiates the nerve impulse. Now, what are the various differences between the general anesthetics and local anesthetics? Site of action in general anesthesia, it will going to act on your CNS. Local anesthesia, we have just seen, it will going to act on your peripheral nerves, right? Area of body involved in the general anesthesia, whole body is involved. In local anesthesia, a restricted region of the body. In general anesthesia, there is a loss of consciousness and it will remain unaltered in local anesthesia. You will remain alert. You have to take care of your vital functions in general anesthesia, usually not needed in local anesthesia. TPRBP, temperature, pulse, respiration, blood pressure, you have to take care of your vitals in general anesthesia. Physiological trespass means that drug may move from one organ to other organ, from one system to another system. That is, chances of physiological trespass is very high in general, very low in local anesthesia. It is very risky. General anesthesia is very risky in poor health patient and it is safer in local anesthesia. Local anesthesia is safer in the poor health patient. But in general anesthesia can be given in non-cooperative patient, but it is not possible to give local anesthesia in uncooperative patient. By giving general anesthesia, you can do major surgeries, and you can do minor surgeries with the help of local anesthesia.